Hello, thank you for watching this video. So in this video, we'll be doing question 1 of September 2023 question paper of mathematics from the Limpopo province. So today, I have special guests that will be helping me, or that I'll be working with to solve these questions. So I'll start with question 1.1, which is solve for x, then go to 1.2, and go to 1.3. So let's go. 1.1 read as follows. Solve for x. So you are given a series of equations to solve. I say quadratic, I say exponential, So let's start from 1.1.1. So 1.1.1 read as follows. So you are given this equation here. It reads as x times 7 minus x is equal to 0. So you have x times a bracket of 7 minus x is equal to 0. So they wanted to solve for x here. So, as you might know, if you are multiplying two things, a times b, and the answer is 0, what does that mean? It means your a is 0, or what? Or b is equal to 0. At least one of them is 0. So that when you multiply the two, the answer is 0. Are we happy with that? So now, here, you have a similar situation. You have x times this bracket. And what is the answer? It's 0. So you have the two things multiplying each other. So either this one is 0 or this one is 0. Do you understand? Yes. So it's either your x is equal to 0 or 7 minus x is equal to what? 0. Then you solve for x. X is equal to 7. Then you're done with this one. Is everyone happy? Yes. Go to the next one. 1.1.2. So for 1.1.2, we are given what? 3x squared minus 2x minus 6 is equal to 0. So they said correct to two decimal places. That's there's a hint next to it. They say correct to two decimal places. So what this hint tells you, it tells you that this thing might not have very beautiful factors, right? So the factors might not be nice like your rational numbers, something like that. It might be some irrational numbers, what the factors might be. So an easy way of going about it without wasting too much time would be using a quadratic equation or quadratic formula, right? So you know very well that your quadratic formula is x is equal to negative b plus 1 minus what? The square root of b squared minus 4ac all divided by 2a. This is your quadratic formula. So you know what your a is. So a is the coefficient of x squared. What is a? 3. What is b? Minus 2. What is c? Minus 6. So you substitute your a, b, and c on your quadratic formula. So you say x is equal to negative b, which is what? Which is minus 2, plus or minus the square root of negative 2 all squared, minus 4a, which is 3, and c, which is minus 6, all divided by what? 2a. What is a? It's 3. So your x is equal to what? What is the answer to this?
1.7.
No, I wanted the set form first.
1 plus square root 19.
1 plus minus square root?
19 over 3.
Over 3. So give me the decimals now.
X is equals to 7.9.
7 points?
Sorry, 1.79.
1.79 or x equal to?
Negative 1.12.
Negative 1?
0.12. 1, 2.
1, 2. So these are the solutions. Are these the solutions?
Yes.
Is everyone happy with this?
Yes.
So this is how you do with the second one. Then we move to 1.1.3. So what are you given? You are given that the 3 minus x times x plus 7 is less than 0. Do you understand? So when it's in this form and there's 0 there, it's similar to this situation. Do you understand? So you want it to be less than 0, then you can go and find your critical values, right? Yes. So what do? Say you find your critical values. You have 3 minus x and x plus 7 is equal to 0. Do you understand?
Yes.
So, when you're here, so you multiply these things, and the product and the answer, this is the answer that you get when you multiply them, is what?
0.
What does that mean?
One of them is equal to 0.
At least one of them is 0. It's either your 3 minus x is 0, or your x plus 7 is what? Is 0. Therefore, your x is equal to 3, or your x is equal to minus 7. Is everyone happy?
Yes.
Fine. So we want the solutions in the x values where this thing is less than 0, right? This thing here is our graph, which is the parabola. Are you happy with it? But now what we don't know is the sign of this parabola. Is this parabola positive or negative? Are you guys following? So that's what we don't know. The easy way to know the sign of it, of your parabola, because now you want to draw a parabola but you're not sure about the shape. The easy way is to multiply this bracket out and see the sign of x squared. Do you understand? So what we have, take this thing out. You say, okay, this time this is 3x, right?
Yes.
This times that is 21. This time this is what? Minus x squared. This times that is minus 7x is equal to 0. So the reason we multiplied this, we want to check the sign of this graph to see if it will be smiling or sad. Do you understand?
Yes.
So we look at the coefficient of x squared. Is the coefficient of x squared positive or negative?
Negative.
It's negative. That means our graph is smiling or sad?
It's negative.
It's sad.
Yes.
Sad. So which means, if we plot our graph, so this is what tells us what's the sign of our graph.
Yes.
So our graph is sad. What are the factors? It's 3
Minus
and minus 7. Our graph is what?
7.
Sad. Just like this. Is it? Everyone happy?
Yes.
So they say we should find x values where our graph is what?
Less than 0.
Which means negative or positive?
Negative.
Negative. So where's our graph negative? Our graph is negative here. Do you see here?
Yes.
And there. Do you all agree?
Yes.
Then what are the corresponding x values? These are the corresponding x values. These ones. And these on this side. Is everyone good?
Yes.
So these x values, they're from negative infinity, right?
Yes.
And these ones, they're starting 3 to positive infinity. Are you all happy?
Yes.
So this graph is negative. Where? It's negative. Here, this interval. What is it? It's x an element of what? Negative infinity to
Minus 7.
to minus 7. Is it included or unincluded?
Not included.
Not included. We have a round bracket because it's strictly less than, right?
Yes.
Together with what? 3
3
to
positive.
positive infinity. This is our solution. So it's this interval and that interval.
Yes.
Or one would say x should be less than, or one would say x is less than 7, right? Or x is greater than, or x is less than minus 7, or x is greater than 3. It is the exact same thing. Because these x values are strictly greater than 3, and this x value this side is strictly less than
Minus 7.
minus 7. So you can write this or that. The same thing. So move to the next one. 1.1.4. Do you have any questions here?
No.
Okay. So is everyone happy now up to this point?
Yes.
Okay. So we're given this thing here, right? You know exponents, right?
Yes.
So this looks like exponential equations to me. So what do? You say, okay, I can write this. I can factorize 32, right? What is the factors of 32?
2 raised 5.
2 raised 5. Are you all happy?
Yes.
Maybe 3 here is equal to factors of this.
2 raised 3.
2 raised 3 outside you have 3 raised x times 2 raised 6x. Is everyone happy?
Yes.
You know what this means. If you have a cube root of something, this will divide that.
Yes.
So you have 2 raised 5 over 3 is equal to 2 raised, this time that 9x times 2 raised 6x. Everyone happy?
Yes.
There's nothing much to do this side. So, but there's a lot to do on the other side. You see, we have exponent laws there. You have two things multiplying each other. The bases are the same, there's multiplication in between. So we can write the left-hand side to be 2 raised 5 over 3 is equal to. So when the bases are the same, there's a multiplication in between. What do?
We add the exponent.
We take one base
And
add exponent. So what is the base? The base is 2. The exponent is 9x plus 6x. So we have 2 raised 5 over 3 is equal to 2 raised 15x. Is everyone happy so far?
Yes.
So now, if you're saying this thing is equal to that one, which means they're identical. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
If you're saying the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side, that means they're identical, which means the base will be 2. You understand?
Yes.
And this exponent here is 5 over 3. That means even the left-hand side, what should be up there on the right-hand side? Which is this part. In order for these two things to look exactly the same, identical, equal, the bases should be exactly the same, and the exponents should be exactly the same. Do you understand? So now, in order for these two things to be the same, it means you need to have 2 over 3 up there, 5 over 3 up there. Do you guys understand?
Yes.
Are you guys following?
Yes.
So which means you need to have 5 over 3 up there. Which means you say now your 5 over 3 is equal to 15x. Because we want to know what should the value of x be such that you have 5 over 3 up there as an exponent. Are you guys good?
Yes.
So what do? We say divide by 15, divide by 15. So x is equal to what?
1 over 9.
1 over?
9.
1 over 9. Looks like this is your answer. Are you happy with it?
Yes.
Also, as I was doing it, I think I saw another nice way of going about it. Right? Okay, not very nice. This one is the simplest. Let's stick with it. Are you guys happy?
Yes.
Okay. Did you check it and see if it works?
Yes.
Okay, good. Then now I'm going to clean the board and we go to 1.1.5. Okay, so now we're doing 1.1.4. 1.1.5. It reads as follows: x minus 4 minus 2 times square root of x minus 1 is equal to 0. So they wanted to solve for x here, right? What is the first thing that we do here? Transpose what?
2x and minus 4.
X, right. So we transpose it's either this or that. Do you understand?
Yes.
But I would like to transpose this
Yes.
so that it becomes positive on the other side. And these ones maintain the shape that we like. You like it when it's, because if you go transpose them to that side, you will have 4 minus x, which doesn't look very nice. But x minus 4 is better, it's what we're used to. So we must isolate this thing, right?
Yes.
So we transpose this thing to the right hand side. So we have x minus 4 is equal to 2 times the square root of x minus 1. Everyone happy?
Yes.
Then what do we do in here?
Square both sides.
We square both sides. This square, this square. So which means you have 2 brackets x minus 4 times x minus 4 multiplying each other is equal to 2 raised 2 and x minus 1 all squared. Is everyone happy?
Yes.
Then the answer of this will be x squared minus 8x plus 16 is equal to 4 times what the answer of this, which is x minus
1.
1. So we have x squared minus 8x plus 16 is equal to 4x minus 4. Transpose this to the left hand side. So we have x squared minus 8x, right?
Yes.
Minus 4x plus 16 plus 4 is equal to 0. Then we collect the right hands. X squared, this and that, what do they give you?
Minus 12.
Minus 12x
Plus 20.
plus 20 is equal to
0.
0. Is everyone happy so far?
Yes.
Then now, the factors of 20, you can use the quadratic formula from here, or factorize. And x, you have 10, you have 2, you have minus, right?
Yes.
So x is equal to
10.
2, or x is equal to
10.
10. So these are the x values of x. Then on here, you must test them and see which one makes sense. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. So if you are looking just on this part alone, let's say, let's transpose this to the other side down here. So we have x minus 4, right? Is equal to 2 root what? X minus 1. So if you look, just looking at the values, look, if you have x as 2, what do you have here? You have 2 minus what?
4.
What is the answer? Minus 2. And what will be the sign of this thing here? If you put x there, what will be the sign of this? This thing is always
Positive.
This will always be positive. And but if x is 2, this is what sign would this be?
Negative.
And that one will be
Positive.
So is it possible for a negative thing and a positive thing to equal?
No.
So this one by default you can see that it doesn't make sense. You can test it the traditional way. It will not work, definitely, because you can see, right? And then for your 10, what is 10 minus 4? It's 6,
6.
right? And then now what do we have here? Here you have 2 times 10 minus 1 is 9, right? Square root of 9 is what?
It's 3.
Times 2,
6.
which is equal to the right hand side. You can test it the traditional way, it should work. And you're done with this one. So this is the only valid solution, not that one. And we move. Okay, so now we're doing 1.2. So 1.2 read as follows. Solve the following equations simultaneously. So they want you to solve for these equations simultaneously. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, so now, the trick when you're doing this, or maybe the way to go, is to look for the simpler equation. So the equation that is simple is the first one. It's a linear equation. So it's easier to work with linear equations. So on that linear equation of yours, you either solve for x or solve for y, whichever is the simplest. Do you understand?
Yes.
So how do you decide to show the simplest? The one that have a simpler coefficient is easier to work with. So the coefficient of here is 1 and that is minus 2. So the one of coefficient of 1 is easier to work with. So you solve for x, right? So from the first equation, you solve for x there. So x is equal to 2y plus 1. Is everyone happy?
Yes.
And then now, once you solve for your x, you substitute your x on the second equation, on the other equation that you're given. Which is when you see your x here, you substitute this thing. So which means what do we have? We have x squared minus xy plus 2y squared is equal to 2. Are you guys happy?
Yes.
Then now, when you see your x, you substitute that thing. So you have x squared here, which means you have 2y plus 1 all squared minus x, which is what? 2y plus 1 times y, right? Plus 2y squared is equal to 2. Is everyone happy so far?
Yes.
Okay. So now, you know what this means? It's 2y plus 1 and 2y plus 1. minus, you rearrange this to be in the front. It looks nicer in the front.
Yes.
So I have y into what?
2y.
2y plus 1 plus 2y squared minus 2 is equal to 0. Everyone happy so far?
Yes.
Then we expand this. So what do we have? We have 4y squared plus 4y plus 1 minus 2y squared minus y plus 2y squared minus 2 is equal to what? It's equal to 0. Is everyone happy?
Yes.
So this one and that one go away. So you're only left with this one. So you have 4y squared. Then you go to your y's. You have this one and that one. What do you have? You have plus 3y. And this one and that one have what? Minus 1 is equal to 0. At this point, you can use a quadratic formula to solve for y. You can factorize. Let's try to factorize. So let's say we have 2y and 2y. This time this is 4y squared, right?
Yes.
And then what are the factors of this? The factors of that is 1 and 1. So this will not work. So let's have 4 here. Let's have what one? Have 1 here. 1y plus 4y is 4y squared. Oh, 1y times 4y is 4y squared. 1 times 1 is 1, right?
Yes.
So now, we want to put the signs here and there, right? So this one is negative. Since it's negative, what does it tell us about the signs of these things? If this number here is negative, it's negative 1. What does it mean about these signs? Are these signs the same or different?
They're different.
They are different. If this thing is negative, these two signs are different. So now either one is positive and the other is negative. How do you decide? A bigger cross multiplication, this times this times that, will take the sign of the middle term. Do you understand? So if you say 1y times 1, what is the answer?
Y.
It's what?
Y.
It's 1, right?
Yes.
This times that
It's 4.
is 4. So which one is bigger?
The 4.
The 4y.
Yes.
So what is the sign of the middle term?
It's plus.
It's plus. So which means this cross multiplication will have the sign of the middle term. And this one will be what? Negative. So this times that is 4y, right? This times that is minus y. So when you add them, is what? It's 3y. So this is how you know that you are right. When you do this cross multiplication, it should give you the middle term. When you multiply this, they should give you that. When you multiply this, they should give you that negative 1. So these are your factors. So your factors are y plus 1 and 4y minus 1 is equal to 0. So you have two brackets multiplying each other and the answer is 0. What does it tell you? It's either your y plus 1 is 0 or 4y minus 1 is equal to 0. So your y is equal to minus 1 or your y is equal to, or your 4y is equal to 1 divided by 4 divided by 4. So your y is equal to 1 over 4. So we have defined x to be 2 times y plus 1, right?
Yes.
So if your y is minus 1, your x is equal to 2 times minus 1 plus 1, right? Which gives you answer to be what? Minus 1. Are you happy?
Yes.
So which means your coordinates for this thing are what? 1, actually it's minus 1 and what? And minus 1. Because your x is minus 1 and your y is minus 1. Then, if your y is 1 over 4, then your x is equal to 2 times 1 over 4, which is half, plus 1, which is 3 over 2, which the coordinates are 3 over 2 and 1 over 4. And you're done. So this is how you do this thing. Any questions?
No question.
Yeah, so now we're left with one question 1.3. I'm not sure how much space we're going to need, but I'll clean this board so that we can have all the space we need in case 1.3 can give us problems. So I'll clean the board. Okay, so now we're doing 1.3. So I will not write the statement here, but I will try to write a few information that I can. Then we can speak from there, right? Okay, so 1.3 reads as follows. It will cost 3,500 to hire a taxi for X number of friends to go on a trip. 4 friends do not have money to pay. The remaining friends agree to pay extra 43 rand 75 cents to cover the cost of the taxi. I'm not sure if you get that. Let me read it again. It will cost 3,500 to hire a taxi for X number of friends to go on a trip. 4 friends do not have money to pay. The remaining friends agree to pay extra 43 rand 75 cents to cover the cost of a taxi. So, this is what this thing is saying. That's saying you have X number of friends. Do you understand? Which means you have certain number of friends. They didn't specify how many friends you have.
Yes.
So they allowed that number of friends to be X. That's what happened. Do you understand?
Yes.
So they're saying to cover a taxi, it will cost them 3,500 for this trip that they want to go to. Do you understand?
Okay.
So in total, the number of friends is X. So let's say the number of friends is what? Is X. Do you understand?
Yes.
They say it will cost 3,500 for a taxi, to hire a taxi for X number of friends to go on a trip. So the number of friends that are going to a trip is what?
Is X.
Is X. How much will it cost them to hire a taxi?
3,500.
So the cost of hiring a taxi is what? 3,500.
500.
Do you guys understand?
Yes.
So they are saying now, the remain of 4 friends out of this X number of friends do not have what? Do not have money to pay. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
So if we had 10 friends here, how many don't have money to pay?
Therefore,
4. How many have money to pay?
6.
6. How do you get to 6?
It's 10 minus 4.
10 minus 4. Are you guys following?
Yes.
Okay. What else are they saying? They are saying now, the remaining friends agree to pay extra 43 rand 75 cents each to cover the cost of the taxi. So now, since here we have X number of friends, right? Okay, 4 of them do not have money to pay. Do you guys understand?
Yes.
4 of them do not have money to pay. So now, the remaining guys that are able to pay, they agree to pay extra 43 rand 75 cents so that it can cover the entire 3,500 that is needed, so everyone can go. I'm not sure if you understand. It's more like they're covering the shortage. They're covering the deficit, which is there's no shortage of the money that should be paid. Because now, if it's 3,500, there's 10 of them. Each of them should pay 350. Do you guys understand? If there are 10 friends and the cost is 3,500, each of them should pay 350 in order to cover the cost of the taxi. But now, if 4 cannot go to the taxi, they cannot pay, the remaining 6 will have to pay extra so that they can cover the cost of the taxi, so that the 3,000 is all complete. Do you guys understand?
Yes.
Okay. So now I think we all understand the statement. So let's go to the question. 1.3.1. 1.3.1. What are they saying? Calculate X, the number of friends who want to go to the trip. So they want to know, what is the total number of friends that wants to go to the trip? Do you understand? Is it clear? Is the question clear? Do you guys all understand?
Yes.
Okay. So, what do? We say, okay, we have X number of friends. Do you understand?
Yes.
How much should they pay in total in order to go to the trip? What is the total amount they have to pay for the taxi?
3.5.
3,500. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. If we had, let's say now, I will make an example now. Let's say to hire a taxi, you need 4,000. Do you understand? We need to pay a group of 10 friends needs to pay 4,000 to cover a taxi. How much each of them should pay?
400.
Sorry?
400.
It's 400. Do you understand?
No.
I'm saying we have 10 friends, right?
Okay.
That wants to go to a trip. They want to go on a trip. So now the total amount of money they need to hire a taxi is 4,000. Right? So I'm asking, how much will each friend pay? So to get how much each friend will pay, the entire 4,000 of a taxi should be divided among the 10 people. Do you understand it now?
Yes.
Which means now, to get how much each of them will pay, it should be 4,000 divided by 10. Then you will know how much each person is paying.
Okay.
So now, I'm going to give you another scenario. If we have 10 friends that needs to pay, it takes a total of 3,500. How much each friend should pay? 350. Are we all happy with that? Okay. So how do you get that? You say the total amount that should be paid divided by the number of people that are all going there.
Yes.
Is that good? So now, what do we do here? We say, okay, they want to know how many friends are going to this party. How many friends? They want to find the actual number of friends, or the numerical number of friends that are going with this taxi. So what do? We say, okay, we don't know much, right? We can try to find how much each friend is paying. Do you understand? We can try to find how much each of the friends are paying. How do we do that? We say, okay, if they all pay, we will say the amount that they should pay divided by the number of them, like we did with the 4,000 and 10,000 and 10 people. So, how much are they going to pay? It's going to be 3,500 divided by what? By x, which is the number of people.
Yes.
So, this will give you some money. Do you understand? If it was a number, it was going to be easy. Do you understand? Because we're going to patch it on a calculator. But now, the only thing is that you don't have this. But what you can say, at this point, you can say, okay, if we need to pay 3.5 and X number of people are paying, we can say maybe the amount that they should pay is equal to B rands. Some like whatever, you don't know the actual amount. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
So you call that amount B because you don't know the friends. Are you guys happy?
Yes.
Okay. So which means now the amount that if all of them are paying, they are paying this amount B. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. We can leave it here. Then now, let's think about what else was said there. They said that now, 4 friends do not have money to pay. Do you understand? 4 friends do not have what? Money to pay. So, how many friends? How many friends can pay? If you have a total of X friends that want to go and 4 cannot pay, how many can pay?
X minus 4.
It will be the total number of friends, which is what? Which is X. You were given because we have X number of friends. Minus 4, which is the 4 that can pay. So this is the number of people that can pay. Are you happy with that?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because you were told that your friends are X. Right? But now 4 of those X friends can pay. So now to get how many can pay, you must remove that 4 from the total.
Yes.
So this is the number of friends that can what? That can pay. And now these 4 must pay up that 3.5. These X minus 4 friends. There's fewer of them. Now they must pay up that 3.5. Do you think they will pay more or pay less to cover that cost?
Oh,
They'll pay more. But let's go. They're saying now, the remaining friends agree to pay extra 43 rand 75 cents to cover the cost. Do you understand?
Yes.
Which is the remaining friends, which is this X plus 4 friends. they pay extra. So these x minus 4 friends, right? They paid extra what? Extra what? 43 rand 75 cents. Are you guys happy?
Yes.
Our extra friends paid that. So our friends that can pay, they will pay that extra amount. Do you understand?
Yes.
How much should they pay in total?
B.
Sorry?
That B.
No. What is the total amount that they should all pay?
3.5.
They should all pay 3.5.
Yes.
Are you all happy?
Yes.
So now what we can say now? We can say that 3,500 will be paid by how many friends?
By X minus.
By x minus 4 friends. Which means now we are trying to find now how much each of these x minus 4 friends will pay. I'm not sure if you understand what I'm trying to say. We're trying now to understand these we had x friends, right?
Yes.
Here. They were paying 3.5. They were trying to accumulate 3.5. So we found that if x friends are paying 3.5, they will pay that amount B.
Yes.
Each. Do you understand?
Yes.
So now we have x minus 4 friends. We're trying to find how much each of these x minus 4 friends will pay. I'm not sure if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
So we said when they were x, they were going to pay that B amount. But now they're x minus 4. And we're told that they should pay extra 43.75 cents. What that means is that these x minus 4 friends will, each one of them will pay the B amount, right?
Yes.
And then and top it with that 43.75 cents. I'm not sure if you guys are happy.
Yes.
So 3,500 divided by this, it should be equal to what? Each of them should pay B plus 43.75 cents. I'm not sure if this makes sense. Do you guys have questions?
No.
Because what you're doing here, you're saying now, this one is clear, right?
Yes.
You're trying to find if you have X friends, how much should they pay? Right? You found that they should pay B amount, B rents. Now, what do you have? You have X minus 4 friends. How much should they pay? You were told that they were going to pay 43 rand 75 rand extra, right?
Yes.
So which means these guys will pay the amount that each of them were supposed to pay in the first place, right?
Yes.
Then on top of that, you add that extra 43.75 cents that they want to pay. Is it clear?
Yes.
What do you want? What were you asked to find? You were asked to find the number of friends, right?
Yes.
How many are those friends? Then you have two equations. This equation here, equation 1, and equation what? 2. This is simultaneous, if you think about it. So you want the number of friends x, right?
Yes.
So, but you have the problem of b. But you know what b is. B is 35 over whatever x. So you substitute your b here and solve for x. So you have two equations that you want to solve. Because this one, and then there is your b. You can just put your b there. So what do you say? We say 3,500 over x minus 4 is equal to what? Is equal to b. What is b? Is this.
Yes.
So b is 3,500 over x plus 43 rand 75 cents. You know, when you have these things here, you multiply it with them throughout. You understand?
Yes.
I'll start with this one. How will it look like? I will have 3,500 times x minus 4 over x minus 4 is equal to 3,500 times x minus 4 over
X minus 1.
no over
No.
x
Yes. Over X.
plus 43 rand 75 cents times x minus 4 over nothing. Are you all happy?
Yes.
So this and that cancel. So we're left with what? 3,500 is equal to 2,500 x minus 4. I'm not multiplying this bracket out for now. Over x plus 43 rands 75 cents times x minus 4. Is everyone happy so far?
Yes.
I didn't multiply this bracket yet. There's no, you can, but I don't want to now. At least. Then what do we do next? We multiply, get rid of this thing as well.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
To get rid of, multiply by x now all the way.
Yes.
So we have 3,500 times x is equal to 3,500 times x minus 4 times x, right?
Yes.
All over x plus 43 rands 75 cents times x minus 4 times x. So these two cancel out. What do we have? This side will have 3,500x. Is everyone happy?
Yes.
Is equal to this times this
3,500x.
500x. This times that 14,000, right?
Minus 14,000.
Plus this things times that is plus 43 rands 75 cents x
Yes.
minus, what is 4 times that?
Minus 175.
Minus 175.
Yes.
Okay? Now, actually, I want to wrap this. I'll show you why I'm wrapping it. The reason you see now, we have this, you have 3 brackets. Do you understand?
Yes.
So, like we did with simultaneous, just take this and write it next to this one. Because now you see you multiply with this one inside and then have to multiply again. So then you can just take these two together. I'm not sure if you understand what I'm trying to say. So some sort of, we have here 43 and whatever x. So your x, it's more like write your x in front here. What was this? X minus 4. Yeah. So that when you multiply by 43 rand whatever x. 43 rand 75x times this. 43 rand 75x times that one. So that you don't have to multiply by 43 rand first and then come back with an x again. Is that, are you guys happy?
Yes.
Okay. So, you said 43 rand 75x times x. So you said it's 170.
Minus 175.
Why is it minus?
Oh, it's 43.75 x times x.
Yeah.
Okay, which is, it's 43.
It's 43.
0.75
175
squared.
x squared minus 175
5x.
175x. Is everyone happy so far?
Yes.
Then from this point, just connect the like terms. So this one is on its own. Say you transpose this to the other side, right? So 0 is equal to. So we have 43.75
X squared.
x squared, right?
Yes.
Then what do you have? I think this and that go away. Is it?
Yes.
What are you left with?
Minus 175.
Minus 175x minus 14,000. Is it?
Yes.
Then take this to your quadratic formula. X is equal to negative b, which is what? Minus 175 plus or minus the square root of negative b, which is minus 175 all squared minus 4a, which is 43.75 minus 14,000. It should be 14,000. All divided by 2a, which is 43.75. The x is equal to what?
20.
20, or x is equal to?
Minus 16.
Minus 16. So, which one better represent the number of people here? Is it the 20 or 16?
20.
I've never heard of negative 16 people. This one is your correct solution. Which means, how many people wanted to go? 20. And how many people were able to pay?
16.
You only had 16 because it was only x minus 4 people were able to pay. So you have x to be 20, and then the people that were able to pay are 16. Then, looks like there's the next one. 1 0.3.2. I hope this does. So now 1.3.2, read as follow. 1.3.2, calculate the total number, calculate the total amount each friend pays for the trip in order to cover the cost. Do you understand? Are you guys following?
Yes.
They're saying calculate how much each friend will pay in order to what? To cover the cost. So we know that each friend will pay this amount. Do you understand?
Yes.
Because it was that amount, the original amount that each one was supposed to pay plus 43 rand. So this is what each friend should be paying. You understand?
Yes.
So in order to find how much each friend should be paying, it should be 3,500 divided by 16. Because there's 16 of them that are paying. So each friend will pay what? 3,500 divided by 16. What is the amount that they are paying?
218.75.
210?
18.75.
75. Is it clear?
Yes.
Because this is what each friend should be paying, and it is equal to that. But you know that 3,500 divided by x minus 4. You know x is 20, so it could be 3,500 divided by x minus 4. Then done. Or maybe we can calculate how much each of them was supposed to pay in the first place. Then you add the 43 rand that they added on top to cover the deficit. And this is it. Was it difficult?
Easy. Easy.
So I hope we are correct. And I hope whoever that watches this video finds it helpful. Thank you for watching. We're done.